Hey Psych2Goers, have you been talking to your crush lately and you're not sure if they're flirting or just being nice? Flirting can be a tricky thing. Many of us are often left wondering how we should act around the people we like or what the right thing to say would be. How we can subtly let them know that we're interested in them and in turn decipher if they feel the same way. It can all get real complicated real fast. And the last thing any one of us would want is to possibly jeopardize our friendship with them by making things awkward. Don't worry though, here are 8 telltale signs that can help you tell the difference between someone who might be interested in you and someone who is just being nice. Number 1, they're nice to everyone. The first thing you should always take a look at when trying to figure out someone's feelings for you is to compare the way they treat you to the way they treat everyone else. Are they just as friendly with you as they are with a lot of other people? There are actually a lot of people who are just very friendly, chatty, and comfortable joking around with lots of people. Be careful not to read too much into it and keep an eye out for any of these other signs too. Number 2, they never initiate anything. Sure, you might be talking to this person a lot and spending lots of time with them, but think back on the last time the two of you actually made plans. Who was the one to initiate it? Have they ever actually gone out of their way to spend time with you or strike up conversation with you? If you're the only one doing most of the initiating, then it's most likely that although this person certainly enjoys spending time with you, they're not flirting with you. Number 3, they don't hang out with you alone. Similar to the points made earlier, just because someone spends time with you and talks to you a lot, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're trying to start anything with you, especially if they never hang out with you alone. So if the only time you and this person ever get together is with a bunch of mutual friends around, then they probably just wanna be friends and nothing more. Number 4, they keep a respectful physical distance. While some people may be more comfortable with it than others, touching and other acts of physical affection can be completely platonic and appropriate with friends. Most people try to keep their touch respectful and only reciprocate the touches you initiate, or when appropriate, like to comfort you when you're upset, scared, or anxious. Number 5, they're careful about what they talk about. Another telltale sign that someone's just being friendly and not actually flirting with you is if they're careful about what the two of you talk about. Even our closest friends are mindful not to send mixed signals. That is, they usually keep your conversations restricted to more friendly territory, like what's going on in your lives, how you're doing, how you're feeling, and any common interests you might share. Number 6, they don't open up too much. Again, the simplest act of striking up a few conversations with someone isn't enough evidence that they have feelings for you or are trying to flirt with you, especially if they're careful not to open up to you too much. So think back on the last time you and this person spoke. Did they seem guarded to you at all? Are there some things you sensed they might have been reluctant to share or talk to you about? It might be because they were worried that sharing too much might give you the wrong idea behind their intentions. Of course, some people are naturally more guarded, so that may be the case as well. Number 7, they let conversations end organically. One of the best ways we can distinguish between someone who just wants to be friends and someone who wants more is by looking at the way our conversations end with them. If they like to keep talking to you for as long as possible, even about the most mundane things, then they might be flirting. On the other hand, if they just let your conversations fizzle out and reach their natural stopping points, then they're likely just being friendly with you. And finally, number 8, they talk about their crushes with you. Last but not least, while this sign might be the most obvious of all, it's still worth mentioning here. If this person is comfortable enough to talk to you about who they like, who they find attractive, or who they might be romantically interested in, then that's a clear a sign as any that they only see you as a friend and nothing more. After all, when you're flirting with someone, it's particularly taboo to insinuate to them that there might be other people you're interested in, because that's just going to ruin your chances of winning them over. So do you relate to any of the things we've mentioned here? Has this list helped you figure out if someone is just being friendly to you or if they're genuinely flirting with you? Remember, this list is not a guarantee. Every situation is different. Did you find this video valuable? Tell us in the comments below. Please like and share it with friends that might find use in it too. Make sure to subscribe to Psych2Go and hit the notification bell for more content. All the references used are added in the description box below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.